Welcome to Coming Home with Mama T. I'm your host, Tiara, aka Mama T, and on this podcast, we explore the journey of creating the life of our desires through mastering manifestation, maintaining a positive mindset, and living luxuriously. Today, I want to talk to you about moving through anxiety and nervousness in the moment. Not bypassing, right? Like if we have big traumatic issues and experiences that we need to work through, then allowing ourselves the time and space to really tap into it. But in this moment, I just want to talk more about we're having a isolated incident and we are acknowledging this isolated incident and how we can shift from one frequency to another. So story time. I was going to lunch with some friends, and I noticed, like, as I was driving, I was feeling pretty anxious. Like I was like, "Nyeh," and I was like, what is happening? What is going on? Is it the traffic? Is it like, why am I so like whatever? And then I noticed the thoughts that I was having, right? Like I could notice how I felt in my body. And then I was also noticing that, like, I was thinking about, like, what if everyone else is late? What if this happens? What if this happens? What if this happens? What if this happens? And I realized in the moment that I was just like, okay, I am creating a lot of story and I'm creating a lot of anxiety and unnecessary nervousness around just going to lunch. Like, we're just going to lunch, and it's a place that I enjoy eating at. I'm going to be with people that I enjoy spending time with. So what's the problem? Why are we spiraling right now? And in that moment, I just decided to just take a deep breath and keep driving, like sing along to the music that I was listening to, laugh a little bit, talk to the people that were in the car, and move on. And within a couple minutes, I noticed that my body had released and let go and felt better. And so this is things that we can do for ourselves. So in this moment, I wasn't going to try to like talk to myself and do all this stuff because there were other people in the car and I didn't feel like they needed to know that I was feeling anxious. But I did want to shift my energy. I decided that I need to activate an inner shift, just like my free program, Activate Your Inner Shift, that you can download and access on my website, www.mamateenergy.com, and it's free for you, and you can apply this to anything, right? And so we acknowledge, hey, something feels off. We like accept that it's okay to have this feeling, acknowledge what it is, and we can also choose to release it and reframe ourselves in the moment. So I chose to release, reframe, and then I took some time later on when I was by myself to be like, so what was going on? And in that moment, I recognized that I was afraid of rejection, and the rejection is tied to being afraid of being alone and thus being unsafe. So if we think like from a pack mentality, right? And I do believe that like as humans, we are meant to be like in community with each other. We're not meant to be alone. We are pack animals, right? And so in this fear of rejection, that means that we're going to be separated from the pack. We're going to be isolated from the pack, which means that we'll have limited resources and limited safety because there is safety in numbers. There's less protection. There's more opportunity for some other bigger, meaner thing to come at us when we are not in a space with others, right? And so I was feeling into this thought, this pack mentality, if you will, this fear of being ostracized from the community. And so looking back at that moment, I was like, okay, well, obviously in the moment I was able to say, you know what, everything is working out for me. Everything is fine, in my mind. And I, like, my body released and relaxed and trusted in it because it realized that I'm just creating a bunch of story that does not really matter. It's not even true yet. Like, we don't even know. And even if it became true, even if other people showed up late, we're still going to eat, right? We're still going to sit down. It's going to be okay. And then, right? Able to like breathe and let it go and allow myself to know that it's going to be okay. We are safe. Yes, we are safe. And so I do believe that like our bodies have this extraordinary capability to tell us. Like, if you are like, I don't know how I feel right now, like, listen to your body. your body. And if it's not contractive, then like we're probably not afraid. We're not in fight or flight. If it is feeling just at peace, like there's nothing really going on, then it's at peace. And then if it is like, I don't know, excited, then we know it, like, your body is going to tell you. And the other thing is that we don't need to make it mean anything about us, no matter what it is, right? So if I'm feeling unsafe, there's no need for me to be like, you're such an idiot. Like, why are you thinking these things? Like, of course, No, it's not making it mean anything about us. It's like just acknowledging that, hey, there's something that's going on within our like unconscious, subconscious mind that is like worried about something, that's spiraling on something, and allowing our human the space to be like, okay, like, yes, I understand that you have these emotions, these feelings tied to our safety and tied to making sure that we are comfortable and alive and are continue living, right? And so we're in this space, and so we gotta allow like our conscious mind, our spirit, our higher selves, the divine, we have to allow that in to be like, yes, cool. I thank you. Thank you for keeping us safe. Thank you for wanting to keep us protected. And we are okay. There's nothing to worry about, right? Nothing has even happened to create this fight or flight experience. We're not in the middle of an accident. We're not doing anything. We are acknowledging the truth of the situation and allowing ourselves time and space to readjust, to reframe, to tap into something that's better, right? We don't necessarily need to go all the way up to love or gratitude, but something that's better. Ease, being at ease, laughing, being somewhere that is not contractive in the moment. Finding calm, finding peace, finding tranquility. Even anger is better than depression. So like finding something to kind of get mad at and then laughing at the anger, like, shifting those emotions. And these are the things that we practice and lean into inside the home membership, right? Being able to share your experience so that you have a support system, so you can have that community, that pack to support you, and understanding where you are in the moment. If there's a shift that can be happening, opening you up to maybe things that you're not seeing in your blind spot and supporting you through it, right? Nourishing the mind, the body, and the spirit. And we're all going through this journey together. So I get to share, you get to share, we get to share, and we get to support one another in such a beautiful, sacred space. So I'm really excited for the home membership, and I invite you to join us there if that is something that you feel called to do. And let's us activate our inner shift. Let us really tap into being the best versions of ourselves, our highest selves, an extraordinary version of ourselves, so we can lead extraordinary lives, so we can inspire others to do the same, so we can allow ourselves permission to live the life of our desires. And the whole world will then see that they're able to give themselves permission to live the life of their desires and live it, and then make the world a better place. With that, I'll say ta-ta for now.